Hello, welcome to lesson 14 of the Hebrew course. We are looking at exercise 12 in this lesson, and exercise 12 is about 3 further conjugations. We've seen the nifal conjugation in the last lesson. Up until that we saw the so-called kal conjugation. Now we will see the conjugations pl, pual and hitpael. Now first off, it's good to note the names of the conjugations. Because apart from the kal conjugation, which means the easy conjugation, the names of the conjugations is actually the way the conjugation sounds in the masculine perfect third singular. So nifal sounds nifal, nishmar, ni this, ni that. Pl, pual, and hitpael the same way. Pl is the perfect form, third masculine singular of that conjugation. Pual the same, and hitpael the same. So for instance, PL then is, as I said, the masculine third person singular, perfect. So that would be characterized by IE, whereas the pual would be characterized by UA, and the hitpael is characterized by the hit and then AE. Okay. So let's look at some of these. Let's look at some examples here. So again, the conjugations work in that way that the root is manipulated somehow, and that gives different meanings. For this group, it's usually so the PL is an active conjugation, and any verb that is you could say a to be verb in kal would be a to do verb in PL. In other words. Be holy. There's a verb in kal that means be holy. In PL it would be mean to do holy or make holy actually. So be verbs in kal becomes make verbs in the PL. The PL in that sense is causative often, but usually only with verbs that are be verbs that mean to be something in the kal. Now, how is the root manipulated then in these conjugations? Well, the root is manipulated by the second root consonant being lengthened. So we saw that nifal is characterized by the lengthening of the first consonant in the imperfect and also imperative and infinitive, but in the PL it's the second consonant that is lengthened. Look at sentence 1, please. There we have saper asaper kavod el. Tell, I will tell, meaning certainly I will tell about the glory of God. So saper is an infinitive absolute. Remember that the infinitive absolute indicates emphasis. Saper asaper, I will certainly tell. And the PL is characterized by a lengthened middle consonant. The middle root consonant here is pe, the verb sin pe ra resh. So the pe is lengthened, indicating PL. Saper asaper. In sentence 2, we have Sarah lukha el paro. Sarah was taken to Pharaoh. Lukha is, at least as it's pointed here, is a pual perfect, feminine, third singular. Lakach is to take, here is be taken. Historically it may be different, but never mind that. Here it looks as a pual. She was taken. The pual is namely the passive to PL. So PL is active, pual is passive, hitpael instead is more reflexive. So in 3, Diber Yahweh el Moshe. Yahweh spoke to Moses. Diber, that suits the consonant of the PL, right? Diber PL. Yahweh spoke to Moses. 4. Timale haaretz lada'at et kvod Yahweh kamaim yemale et hayam. The earth is filled with knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, like water fills the water, the sea. Timale is filled, is a nifal, imperfect, which you can see by the lengthened first root consonant, mim, being the first root consonant. Here lengthened, that's nifal imperfect. And towards the end we have yem maleh, same root, maleh, in the PL, will fill. Water will fill the sea. 5. Vayishma'u et kol Yahweh Elohim mithalech bagan leruach hayom. Vayitchabe ha'adam ve'ishto mipnei Yahweh Elohim betoch etz hagan. And they heard the voice, or the sound probably, of Yahweh, God, walking around in the garden by the wind of the day, meaning when it became windier towards night time. And they hid, or the man and his wife hid, from Yahweh, God, in the midst of the trees of the garden. The first form there, vayishmu, is a simple imperfect kal in the consecutive imperfect. Mit halech, the sixth word, is a hitpael participle. Mit halech, the hitpael participle, is characterized by the long prefix mit, and then we have vayit chabe, and he hid. Since the subject comes after the verb, and the subject starts with the masculine singular, the verb is in congruence with that. So that's why the verb is in masculine singular, because of the man. Even though it's the man and the woman who is the subject, the verb still grammatically is in concordance with the first part of the subject, namely the man. So that's a consecutive imperfect again, and it is in the hitpael here. Vayit chabe, they hid. 6. Daber el ami, kapetz akapetz she'erit Yisrael. Speak to my people, I will certainly gather the remnant of Israel. Daber is a PL imperative. Note again the lengthened middle consonant. Kapetz akapetz, kapetz is the infinitive absolute, used as it usually is as an emphatic here. Certainly I will gather. Akabetz is the PL imperfect. This incidentally is the same word as kibbutz. Kibbutz in Israel means a gathering. 7. Vekipatzti etchem mikol hagoyim, and I will collect you from all the peoples. And I will collect you, gather you. Vekipatzti is a consecutive perfect in the PL. Hamaraglim mithalechim ba'aretz. The scouts walked around in the land. Hamaraglim, the scouts, there is actually a PL participle. Mithalechim is a hifil participle. See, apart from kal and nifal, the other conjugations, there are 7 conjugations altogether, the other conjugations use mim in the beginning of participles to indicate participle, you can say. That's it for this lesson. Thank you.